لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم بعد أن أقول أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. وقال تعالى: يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. وقال تعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. We begin by praising Allah Azza wa Jal and for thanking Him for who He is and for what He gives. And we continue by sending praises and salutations upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the greatest human being to ever walk the face of this earth. And for verily anything that we do in Islam or otherwise can be traced back, a complete way of life that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had taught us. And if we follow that, that is when we will truly be from among the successful. We ask Allah to make us from among the successful. Allahumma ameen. And so it is a very virtuous thing to send praises and salutations, especially on a day such as today. And firstly, a reminder for myself and for the brothers and sisters here that when we hear His name, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that we repeat and we send praises and salutations upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we do not be stingy with our praises for him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so today, I want to highlight and I want to focus on a story that maybe some of us have already heard in the past. But the virtue and the benefit that we can gain from this is immense. And so again, I want to highlight this as a reminder firstly for myself, so that again we can gain some benefits and some lessons from the story. And it is the story of 3 men who became trapped in a cave. And this story is narrated, the details is narrated in an authentic narration in which Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu reported that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that there were 3 young men and they were traveling, unknown town, unknown land. They don't know really where they are, but they were basically on their journey and a storm overtook them. And so they had no place to go but to find shelter in a cave. And it was during a time in which there was no people around, no towns, nothing. And so all they could do is take shelter in this cave. And so as they're taking rest, waiting for the storm to pass, a huge rock, a boulder, falls right at the mouth, right at the entrance in which they're supposed to exit from that cave. And so, the panic starts to overtake these people. They're trying to push it. It's not working. Again, young men, muscles, strong men, mashallah. However, nothing that they could do would allow, the rock would not budge even one little bit. And so then they started thinking, what can we do? How are we going to get out of this seemingly impossible situation, right? Because if you think of it from a logical standpoint, there's basically no way out for them. Right? Because this rock has completely blocked their exit, and there's no way for them to leave. And so then panic starts to settle in. They start to discuss amongst themselves. They start to realize that the only entity that they can escape from this situation that they've been placed in is with the help of Allah